I'm a French Canadian. I've been in Dubai, in the Middle East since 1985. I went to Saudi Arabia to launch their first Yellow Pages telephone directory. And then a year later, we got a contract to do the same thing here in Dubai, to launch Etisalat's Yellow Pages directory. So I was here for about 3-4 years, and I loved it here. And then my contract went back, and it was finished. And then I went to returned to Canada for 15 years. And then in 2004, I decided to come back and be part of the UAE's growth, which was phenomenal, you can imagine, since 1986. I used to live in a place called Chicago Beach Village that doesn't even exist anymore. You know what it is? The day I left, I wanted to come back, to be honest with you. And I really thought that I was going to come back 1 month later. That was my plan. I even bought my airplane ticket to come back in 30 days. But I got busy. 15 years went by like 15 months. You know, as you get older, time flies. And all of a sudden, I'll always remember this. It was November 2003. I was sitting in front of the fireplace at my house, and I said to my wife, you know, we've been talking about Dubai, going back. Either we do it now or finish. And so we got on the plane 2 days later. We got off the plane, and I swear to God, I felt like I was at home. I swear to God. Well, the first thing I wanted to do was go and visit where I used to live, which was Chicago Beach Village. And I'm driving. First of all, I don't recognize the place at all. Secondly, I ask people, can you tell me where Chicago Beach Village is? They say, Chicago Beach Village. Because the Jumeirah Madinat and the Burj Al Arab, they built, that's where the Chicago Beach Village used to be. So much difference, you know. Well, first of all, when I came here, I was CEO of a publishing company for a few years, which I really enjoyed. And then we started a real estate company. My wife and my sons and my daughter, they started a real estate company in 2006 called Advice Real Estate. And but I was working. I was also an executive director at Do when they first started the business, and I was there for 7 years as well. And so while I was doing that, they were building the business. So when I retired from Do, the business was already running. The motorcycle business and the RV business have been operating since 2010. So when I joined the company about 5-6 years ago, the company was already established, and then my job was just to help it grow. You know, that's my passion. Motorcycles and RVs are my passion. I was 17 years old when I bought my first motorcycle. I worked all summer delivering groceries from a grocery store, saved all my money, and I went and I spent it all on one motorcycle. So motorcycle is my passion. I've always loved it, and I always knew that I would start this business. 10 years before I started this business, I planned on starting this business because it's sort of like a semi-retirement job for me. Because of my age, I retired, and I wanted to do this business. So it's called mixing business with pleasure, no? Because it's not really a motorcycle-related type business. But look at the way I'm dressed. And you look at our operation. It's prestigious, you know? So we're not going after the mobsters of the motorcycle gangs. We're going after sophisticated, well-educated, fun-loving business executives, as well as everyone else that wants to ride a Harley-Davidson motorcycle or a BMW motorcycle or a Honda motorcycle. We're not like many other companies, from what I understand, that are like. So it's combining a bit of class with riding. And in this country, people love bikers. We get the thumbs up all the time and the peace sign from people when we're riding our bikes because they've only seen the good side of motorcycle riding, and that's all that does exist here. You have people from all walks of life that ride motorcycles, and I wanted to be part of that in my semi-retirement age. Motorcycles. We're the only company in the country right now that rents motorcycles and does motorcycle tours. We had many competitors in the last few years because we've been in business for 10 years now, but they all closed because it's an expensive business to be in. And listen, you have to have good customer service. You got to give the customer what they want, at a reasonable price, and that's what we do. Well, our business hours is from 9 to 6. Customers know that. And so if there's any issues, which seldom happens, by the way, we're available 24 hours a day because there's a phone number on each motorcycle that they can call for if they need some help. But we really don't have that many problems. Very seldom. You get maybe a breakdown. Somebody left the lights on too long overnight. They forgot to turn off the bike and the battery's dead, and they call me, Mr. Serge, my bike won't start. Yes, I left the lights on all night, type of thing, Stuff like that, it happens. But we're available, I'd say pretty well all the time. Well, listen, honestly, I'm not saying this for nothing. We have fantastic people working with us. They really are. They're dedicated. If there's an emergency, they have to come in after hours, they do that. But there's really it's not really just my training. It's when we select them, we can see that quality gene in them when we hire them. And so and I think they like working for us. And I think they want us to succeed as much as I want them to succeed, or I want us to succeed. That's what it's all about. I think the best way to answer that is to ask them. I think they enjoy working here, and everything they do demonstrates that, but they're the best people to answer that. You know what it is? And I know this is going to sound cliche, but we do what we say what we do. And I can't sleep at night. If I have one customer that's not happy, I can't sleep. They have to be satisfied. And I know it sounds maybe a little bit like baloney for some people, but that's really the way it is here. We look after our customers like we want to be looked after. You know the old saying, put the shoe on the other foot? That's how we operate. COVID-19 has been a real, not a nightmare, I was going to say that, but it certainly affected many businesses, including ours. I mean, for 6 months, there was virtually no revenue, no income at all whatsoever. But the big advantage we have over many other companies, we have no debt. We've built this company the old-fashioned way. You make some money, you buy something. You make some money, you buy something. But we never went to the bank for any bank loans. And so when COVID came and the revenue stopped coming in, we didn't have any outgoing bills to pay, bank loans and all that sort of thing. So that really, really helped us a lot. The other thing is we had fantastic landlords. They were very flexible. They supported us during these tough times, and I'll be grateful to them for a long, long time. Our people, they wear a mask when people comes in. We check the temperature and the visitors, and we do whatever needs to be done. We disinfect the bikes we spray them properly, and especially the areas where there's a possible contamination, the arms, the hands, and we follow the rules. It's simple. Follow the rules. Absolutely, we're very strong on Google. I'd say that maybe 80% of our business comes from Google because 80% of our customers are tourists. And so they're in France, they're in England, they're in Australia, they decide they want to come and visit Dubai, they have a motorcycle license and they want to tour Dubai, and so they will go online and they'll book. We can accept payment online, everything can be done online. It's Facebook, we're very popular on Facebook as well. And if you check TripAdvisor, we've got hundreds of very positive comments about Dubai, number one, and dealing with prestige motorcycles. Well, first of all, I want to tell you that I get many friends that consider coming to Dubai, and I tell them, one of the biggest advantages of this country is the safety aspect of and you can be comfortable coming here. You don't have to be worried about being ripped off by a taxi driver, by a storekeeper. You could walk anywhere at 3 o'clock in the morning and you feel safe in this country. So, and that's thanks to the government implementing these very strict laws to enter the country. If you're entering here, it's because you got a clean record. If you come here, it's because you're here to enjoy yourself or to do business. That's what I've noticed. So I really would like to congratulate them on doing an amazing job, and I hope they continue in that same path. Let's keep everybody safe, and they deserve all the credit for it because they've done an amazing job. So the backbone of our success, really, it's my family. My sons are here, my daughter's here, my wife is here. My sons operate their own business as well. They're part of the family business. And my staff, they're just amazing. I really couldn't ask for better staff. And the government, I'm telling you, they're doing everything they can to help out during the COVID. They've helped out with the trade license arrangements. And I think everybody deserves a big thank you from me especially, because life has been good and life hopefully will continue to be good.
Inshallah. Thank you, Mr. Serge, for your time to be with the Marathi program. We wish for you, inshallah, to grow more.
Well, thank you very much for showing up and doing this with me, and best of luck with the Marathi program.
Thank you.